Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our second episode of News Bites. More in store for 2024. Welcome to News Bites. I'm your host, Mr. Cannon, and this week coming to you from, well, the store, of course. You know, more in store for 2024. Can't do an episode with a name like that without including an actual store. So let's go shopping. As you can see, this is where we got the cheesy jokes from last week. Now let's see what else we have in store for this week. First, let's look for some news anchors. Oh yeah, we got a few last week, but we can always use more. Let's add them to the cart. And of course, we need a great weather forecast. But what aisle do I go to for that? Hi, Roster Birch is here. You know, I hear an awful lot about this online shopping stuff. You know, where you can go to a store and buy stuff without ever leaving the comfort of your tractor. Well, let's try it out. This week, I think I'll buy one of those sunny 82-degree days, 2 of those rainy days, you know, to keep the crops growing, and finally, a bunch of cloudy days, all in the lower 70s. That ought to get me by for a while. Now, I'll just click here and done. Wow, only $525. What? I thought it was only supposed to be $25. Oh, that's right. I forgot to include shipping. And it costs a lot to bring you such a varied forecast. This online shopping is quite convenient, but I think next week I'll go back to getting the weather the old-fashioned way, from a cat. Or in my case, my trick knee, which always acts up when it's gonna rain. I guess that means it's gonna rain. Ow, see you next time. Hey look, a sale. Wonder what we have here. Wow, half-priced dad jokes. With done.
Welcome to Dad Jokes with Don. Well, since we haven't left the mall yet, I guess I should try a few jokes about shopping. You know, bringing middle schoolers dad jokes is a lot like going into the shop for the first time. You never know what's in store. You know, I once went into a mall and rearranged the parts on the store mannequins. Nobody really noticed, but I did turn a few heads. Last week I went to the mall and asked a salesperson if I could try on the outfit in the window. He said no, I'd have to use the changing room like everyone else. You know, sometimes I think these salespeople see me coming. Like the other day, a salesman talked me into buying these new garden clippers. He convinced me that they were cutting-edge technology. Cutting edge. Cutting edge? Oh, maybe I should have cut that one out of my segment. Oh well, sounds like a good time to ring up my purchases and head home. Back to you, Mr. Cannon.
Serious News Guy here with breaking news. This just in. Last week, we shared that you, yes you, would soon be able to start sending in your best dad jokes. Well, that time is now. That's right. On your Canvas dashboard, look for your launch page. Then scroll down to Student Resources. And there you will find a button called NewsBYTEs Submissions. Click that button to send us your most rib-tickling, crazy, funny, cringy dad jokes you could think of. And if you can't think of any, there is a link in the assignment with some joke ideas. So go directly to your Canvas launch page, click on NewsBytes Submissions, and send in your best dad jokes today. Thanks, Don, for bringing us this week's specials. I love a good joke, but even more so when it's on sale. And with that, we conclude our second episode of NewsBytes. More in store for 2024. Tune in next week when we find out. Did any more students sign up for the news crew? Did Mr. Cannon ever find his way out of the store? Did Frosty Britches ever receive his weather shipment? All this and more next week on NewsBytes. Take a bite out of learning, or in my case, this nice fresh apple that I got at the store. In fact, I got it on sale. They told me it was half off. Wait, not sure that's what they meant. Oh well, take a bite out of learning. See you next week.
You know, bringing middle skill.
2 of those rainy days, and to get the crops growing. Take a bite out of learning, or in my case, I don't have my prop again. What is wrong with me? I keep forgetting to grab my props. Let's try that again.